Welcome to the Kids Kingdom. Please like, share and subscribe the channel. Press the bell icon.
Once upon a time, in a far-off kingdom, there lived a little prince named Julian. He was a curious and adventurous boy, always eager to explore the world around him. One day, while wandering through the castle gardens, Julian stumbled upon a hidden path he had never seen before. The path was overgrown with vines and shrubs, and it seemed to lead to a mysterious and unknown world. Without hesitation, Julian decided to follow the path, and he soon found himself entering a strange and unfamiliar land. As he walked deeper into this new world, the air grew hotter and the sky turned a deep shade of crimson. Julian could hear the distant roar of dragons and feel the ground trembling beneath his feet. Suddenly, Julian realized that he had accidentally entered the dragon's world, a place where humans were not welcome. He tried to find a way back home, but every path he took led him deeper into the heart of the dragon's realm. Just as Julian was starting to lose hope, he came across a magnificent dragon lying on the ground, struggling to free itself from a deep wound in its side. The dragon's scales glistened like gold in the sunlight, and its eyes burned with a fierce inner fire. Julian could see that the dragon was in great pain and needed help. Without thinking twice, Julian approached the dragon and gently touched its scales. To his surprise, the dragon did not attack him. Instead, it looked up at Julian with a hint of gratitude in its eyes. Julian examined the wound and saw that it was deep and infected. He quickly tore a piece of cloth from his tunic and used it to clean the wound. Then, he used his knowledge of herbs to create a poultice that would help heal the infection. As Julian tended to the dragon's wound, he spoke softly to reassure it, and the dragon began to relax. Over time, the dragon's pain subsided, and it looked up at Julian with a newfound sense of trust. Julian continued to care for the dragon, feeding it and keeping it company, and soon the two became unlikely friends. Days passed, and Julian learned that the dragon's name was Ember. Ember told Julian that she was a noble dragon, respected by her kin, and that she had been wounded while protecting her territory from a rival dragon. Ember was grateful to Julian for his kindness and promised to repay him one day. As the days turned into weeks, Julian realized that he had grown accustomed to life in the dragon's world. He had learned to communicate with Ember and even ride on her back as she soared through the skies. However, Julian knew that he could not stay in the dragon's world forever. He missed his family and friends back in the kingdom and longed to return home. Ember, sensing Julian's homesickness, decided to help him. She called upon the ancient magic that flowed through the dragon's world and created a portal that would lead Julian back to his kingdom. As Julian prepared to leave, Ember thanked him for his kindness and promised to never forget their friendship. With a heavy heart, Julian bid farewell to Ember and stepped through the portal. He found himself back in the castle gardens, surrounded by the familiar sights and sounds of his kingdom. Julian's family and friends were overjoyed to see him, and they welcomed him back with open arms. From that day on, Julian never forgot his incredible journey to the dragon's world. He told stories of his adventures to anyone who would listen, and he made sure to always remember the kindness and bravery of his dear friend Ember. And though Julian never returned to the dragon's world, he knew that he would always carry a piece of that magical realm with him, and that he would never forget the little prince who accidentally entered a world of dragons.